Every country, Jagero, including the United States, has their own ills. And you have not been able to see the United States reporting their ills to Kenya. If anything, what happens with most of the countries and most of the citizens is that every time you are outside your country, you are the ambassador number one of your own country. So we must be able to inculcate a culture where we are our own ambassadors, whereby when we are outside there, we must be able to make people see the beautiful view of Kenya, how good we can be able to do, not because we want to be blind to the realities of the problems that we have, but because as ambassadors of our own country, that is what we are supposed to do. Most of the Kenyans today, when they see a white person in the streets, they accord him abnormal respect. Not because of anything else, but because the West has been able to sell itself to Africans as though they are the best thing that happened after sliced bread.
Yeah.
Most of the Kenyans today do not even know that when you go to the United States, you'll be shocked that we have homeless people in the United States.
As a matter of fact, Trump was kicking them out of Washington, D.C. just the other day.
Exactly. But that is not what they come to Kenya to speak about every other time. They are able to actually sell themselves as these democratic countries, the institutions are working and all that. So for a person of the level of a former deputy president, he needed to do better in terms of selling the country than portraying the country as a dustbin. Because that is more or less what he was able to be doing. Everything he wanted to talk about the country, it was in false light. It was about report the country to the bigger brother. The president of the country is meeting terrorists. And, those are things that, and to make it even worse, he cannot be able to justify most of the things he's able to say. So it is more like going to another country to peddle rumors about your own state. I think that is quite unfortunate. If the veracity of the matter is as heavy and as high as he really thinks it is, then those are things that we must be able to report within our structures here and be able to follow through that we get solutions to them. Not just making political bites out of them and looking for views on social media and political expediency. And unfortunately for us, most of our leaders are engaging more on the basis of seeking political expediency than seeking solutions for the country. So I think from a governance perspective, it was extremely pathetic. But from political lens, then he did very well.